Hello, my name is Mark. US champion Giulia thinks she cannot forgive herself if she doesn't get to do anything over the 2 nights of SummerSlam 2025. Girl, please. Number one, this is not your fault. Number two, not your fault too, again. No, I understand what she's saying or feeling because I think when you got this opportunity to hold what probably could be and should have been something for women's division, especially look what women's intercontinental champion. Now the title becoming prestigious. So if you cannot go out your way to currently maybe not doing anything, but you facing the intercontinental champion, you feel to me, you kind of feel like I fulfilled my mission. I know I cannot get up to the maybe the women's world champion or women's world champion or women's champion, but at least this title means something, and I could pursue this title as something as like I did a good job, and I'm going to prove anyone that I'm the best. To me, this title means something. Means something. But at the same time, the champion can only do much. They cannot predict, and they cannot book their challenger or whatever it is. The thing is with mid card title, I'm happy. To be honest, I'm really happy that women's finally get mid card. But with how stacked the women's division currently is, and I know the future. Oh man, a lot of talent's going to be go into the main roster very soon. I can say that 2026, a lot of major superstar, maybe from NXT, the women's one, is going to come. The women, not the women's. It's all plural. The women will come to main roster very soon. And Giulia, you're part of that, and I understand that you're feeling that way, but again, it's not your fault. It's WWE's fault, who currently do not have plans for you or for that title. And this is not just by you, by the way, Miss Giulia. It's about the tag division. They kind of like lacking, or that doesn't have any. Not doesn't. They didn't put any. Not any. Enough energy to book that division, especially Street Profits, who probably had a spark at the moment, who currently doing amazing stuff, and then that amazing, not amazing, amazing is kind of like on the perfect level. No, it's like good to great TLC match. The only amazing TLC match is in 2001 with the Hardys, the Dudleys, and the Edge and Christian. Nobody can do that currently, not now. Hopefully in the future they can, maybe any tag team wrestler can do that same type of energy in that WrestleMania 17, or previously the first time around in Raw, if I remember correctly. But the tag division is lacking. WWE didn't do jack shit. They even put the wrong tag titles on WrestleMania instead of like putting that TLC, especially Mania. In WrestleMania, you need a lot of attraction. That TLC match could bring a lot of things to WWE, but they didn't. Instead, they put a random ass or just like a weekly match, like between. Shout out to New Day, no dig on New Day, but they shouldn't be in WrestleMania, if I'm being honest. New Day and War Raiders, and then it sucked. The match was ass, capital ass. And with I don't know if I remember correctly, mid card champions by the women's already been there, or not. I don't remember. Yes, already been there. Yeah, Lyra especially, who currently holding the Intercontinental Championship was in a tag team match instead of like shout out to Becky, shout out to Bailey. But man, I want to see. But again, Liv should be in the WrestleMania, so the tag team wrestling it is. But if I'm being honest again, with how much champion and talent and how W sometimes overbook themselves into the corner, they simply confuse on what their objective. Their objective is supposed to be making a championship feels worthy, but they kind of like lacking. They put aside the mid card title, especially for the women's side, only on SmackDown currently because they had Becky Hogan on stuff, which is shout out to Becky Lynch and Lyra and Bailey running for that title and make that championship in the Ronda championship feel prestigious. And the other side you have Naomi, Rhea and Io, and the other side you have I forgot Tiffany and who's the challenger? I forgot. Going to be the challenger at SummerSlam. Whatever it is, I'm going to search later, but I forgot. But Tiffany is going to do something. I think the main problem is too much championship. If I'm being honest, the women only need one championship. The world title in the world title scene, they only need one. If I'm being honest, because I think if to with how men's doing two titles, I think women's should be more concise and more linear. Make sure that easy to follow. But now people like Giulia will probably not doing anything because of this too much stuff going on in WWE. And with 2 nights now in SummerSlam, WWE should bring all the champions to the event. But right now, I don't know. They instead pick Jelly Roll to be the freaking to be the main attraction instead of the champion who holding the title. But it's complicated if I'm being honest. But man, Julia, don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. It's WWE's fault who kind of like neglecting your title reign. Yeah, I think it's on Abema's YouTube channel. If you know Abema, it's a part of like a company with Pro Wrestling Noah, Pro Wrestling DDT or DDT Pro Res, TJPW, and a lot of stuff. And they work with WWE, and it's on their channel. And with Asuka too. I thought it's going to be on Kana channel, but no, on Asuka channel, on Kana-chan TV. But no, it's on Abema. I cannot watch it. I don't know. When I go to the channel, it's just the video posted a year ago, so I don't know what happened there. So yeah, it's the only time every champion should be on. Yes, I think this should be the main focus on WWE's part. That you need to put number one. The first thing you should, every champion should be on PLEs, no matter what. If it's only set to the main event, still you need to put at least like 4 of them in the PLE. 4 of the major championship on PLE, and then the rest you can do whatever it is. But the WWE sometimes neglecting on that. They need to put some more stories around the titles. He had it for like 2 or 3 weeks and hasn't defended. Yeah. Again, the only thing she can do is do open challenge. If we want to create stories, just do John Cena way. Julia showed up at TV every week and give open challenge to everyone who wants to fight and get that title from her. But I don't know. I found her main roster still really cold thus far. Yeah, I think it's WWE again not knowing what the fuck they're doing. They better have the best women's wrestler on SmackDown on that show. I think they have, but they didn't capitalize on utilize those people. Instead, they kept choosing the main girls like the Piper Niven, the Alba Fire, even because they're like the trios on Chelsea Green, Michin and BFAB wasn't even on television every single week, and they didn't even go into the ring. And then they choose the culprit like the Zelina Vega because the former champion, they didn't do anything with her. And the rest of the girls probably, oh yeah, I forgot, Jade Cargill is supposed to face Tiffany Stratton. I forgot that. Jesus. And yeah, it's like mini, but they still have tons. I forgot the Kiana James, who currently back on main event after maybe a year after being drafted, not doing any single shit. The thing is, WWE can do a lot of things. They could maybe send Giulia to TNA. I don't know. If WWE not doing any shit, send her to TNA, or maybe send her to Japan, doing anything. Just uh, be in Japan and said, hey, I'm United States champion. If you want to face me, if you want to get this champion over me, come get me. Like going to Japan, going to AAA, going to do whatever she want to do, or just if you're not doing anything with her, and just take the video and then record this is her defense while not doing shit in America. So when she came back to America and doing WWE show, when she got booked, at least this showed a clip and vignette about where she was or what the fuck she's doing. It'll be cool to see, but well, she need to step it up, y'all. Hype her. Stephanie is better than her. It's not about hype. It's about booking her character. Stephanie did it because it's Stephanie, like for gooners out there. And if you look video with her, Stephanie and Giulia, if you look at it, I think on NXT, baby girl, it's mesmerizing with the gyat moment there. I don't know. To be honest, maybe the hype too. Yeah, I understand the hype, but in the end, if Giulia doesn't show up at every single week, people seems like I really don't care. So the only thing that matters now with Stephanie now showing that not showing is going to step up against the winner of, I don't know, Clash of Paris. It's after SummerSlam, right? If I remember correctly. So she's going to step up either Io, Rhea, and or Naomi. She's gonna step it up, but WWE needs to step up their game to put Giulia on TV every single week to make sure that I don't need to be like a gooner on or whatever it is. I'm going to show up and kick everybody's ass, like give her like the title reign of like Asuka back in NXT, just beating the shit out of people and still flamboyant and sexy. I don't know how to do that. Just go at it. I feel for her, but the question is who is in the main roster is going to give her a good match and showing. Let Bayley fight her in the US Open Challenge. Yes, I think Bayley, or I think Michin could be. I think I love Michin, but I think her feud with Chelsea wasn't that good. But I think she can show up, or Chelsea, yes, bring back Chelsea Green. I think she could still fight and give. I think she can pull 110%. The rest of the girls, like in that faction, can pull something good. So yeah, she needs to make the card and not just the SmackDown before it. Same with the WWE Tag Team Champion. I forgot. Andrade and Ray Phoenix. They got demoted. Like they won the number one contender, but I thought they're going to be at SummerSlam and face The Y6 got even demoted, not doing jack shit. But either way, it's just it's a complicated stuff. I think it's, to me, I'm giving just, I'm mad at WWE for what they're doing with especially their champion. I think they need to refocus and just put their energy on the champion, as opposed to be pick and choose whatever they're going. Instead of like celebrity and stuff, which I'm okay with celebrity, but again, their number one focus should be on their champion. This is their champion, but they're neglecting on putting their champion on PLE. That PLE is supposed to have every champion on that card. But again, it is what it is, man. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Share this video. The US champion Giulia thinks that she cannot forgive herself if she doesn't get to do anything over the 2 nights of SummerSlam. So yeah, don't blame yourself, Giulia. I think you're my favorite, but if you decided to quit, there's another place called All Elite. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, goodbye.